In this video, I'm going to be revealing 9 reasons why modeling is the best career. And then, without any waste of time, let's get started. Now, first reason why modeling is the best career is the exposure to self-grooming, right? It's the benefits. You benefit that because if you're a model, you often get taught about self-grooming. In the modeling academies, they teach you about that. In online courses you can possibly buy, they will teach you about that. In this channel, I will teach you about that. You buy my personal coaching, and I'll absolutely make sure that you implement that, like, into details, so self-grooming is very, very significant, guys. Trust me with this one. I know it's very, very well. So you'll get exposed to it, which is number one reasons. And then the second reason why modeling is the best career is the exposure to personal development. Okay, I personally am a fan of personal development, okay, because I'm more of a business adventurer, right? So personal development is usually recommended for models. Models are very capable of leading other people, right? So in order for you to be able to lead other people, you're absolutely going to need to have the skills of personal development, right? Or to cooperate well with other people, because it's not actually every model when I'm boss or manager, when I'm boss or CEO, right? So personal development is not just about having your own business, right? It's about having the discipline to stick to your own interests based on your abilities, right, and your capability. So you can develop your skills and use them to get a job, right, like getting hired, or you can use those skills to sell something to more people, to do it for yourself, to start your own business. It's the second reason why modeling is the best career. You're gonna get exposed to it because in more pageants, you're gonna be taught, to help other people financially, like do charity stuff and things like that. So you're gonna go ahead and do it, right? You're gonna be taught new things. There are gonna be like meetings where you're introduced to new stuff you never knew, the stuff that might help you change your life, right? If you stick to it and you implement it the right way over and over again until you get it like 100%. And then, yeah. And then the third reason is exposure to personal leadership, right? Which I just spoke about in the other video. So if you never watched my videos, like it's your first time watching, I welcome you. I'm Ritepila, by the way. I'm the models coach at Jamie and I'm the founder. So subscribe to the channel, watch more videos as well, because I make very detailed videos that can help you become a better model, or even get started, or become a social media influencer as well. You see, you have more reasons to stay. So I welcome you, Your Highness. Yes. And then the fourth reason is exposure to losing. I love this reason so much. The reason why I love this whole losing thing, it is because without losing, it means you are not even trying, right? If you don't lose, then it means you are not trying. It's simple, just like that. So we learn from failure, right? That's what we do. We are humans, all of us. We learn from failure. Some wise men back then once said, a wise person learns from other people's mistakes, right? So mistakes or failure is absolutely there to help you, get better. So you might be watching it from other people, right? Like looking at other people fail, and then you avoid failing, right? Maybe by implementing certain ways. But if that person wouldn't have failed, maybe you wouldn't learn to do it, right? Because maybe you're gonna try and find your own ways, and your own ways were gonna be wrong, and then you failed, right? So failure is part of the winning process, okay? This is why I love modeling so much, right? So you're gonna get exposed to losing, because in every industry, you're gonna have to lose someday, right? You're gonna have to lose. And if you don't have the guts to handle failure or rejection or loss, then you will absolutely feel like your life is over, right? And the truth is, your life will not be over. It's that simple. The fifth reason is that you can optionally do it as a hobby. You can do it as a hobby. You can do it in your spare time if you don't want to make it your full-time job. But the good news as well is that you can also make it a full-time job with our strategy, you see, of mixing every modeling journey of yours with social media. That's the strategy that might make you succeed with modeling only in your life if that's what you want. But in order for you to do that, you're gonna need more education, you're gonna need more practice, and then eventually you'll be fine with time, right? So yeah, you can choose whether you want to do it as a hobby or you want to do it as a full-time job. And it's possible for you to do it as a full-time job, right? Just don't be afraid of it. You gotta go ahead and do it, if you stick with us, mainly because a lot of modeling academies, they don't teach much about stuff that is related to personal development and social media stuff, right? Like creating stuff for TV 3.0, okay? Yeah, so it's just like that. And then we go to the sixth reason, which is the fact that you get to influence other people's lives positively, right? So there's a lot of things models do that they contribute positively to other people's lives, right? So that is either through motivation, it can be through the charity work, it can be through being nice, right? Like there's a lot of things that models do in order to make the world a better place, right? So in most cases, what I personally love the most is the fact that models usually go out and they usually donate stuff like toiletries, to the people who are in need, and then they donate stuff like clothes. I used to do that, like donating with clothes back then as a model, or even donating with food, to the people who are in need. So it's like they try to find the people who are in need and then just go ahead and help them, which is very, very nice. This is the reason why modeling is the best career. It just literally makes the world a better place. Yes. And then the seventh reason is that it elevates self-belief and confidence, right? So through losing, which was the fourth reason, due to being exposed to losing, then you are absolutely gonna be able to believe in yourself and have more confidence because you've lost, and then finally you've gained, right? So when you start to gain, you will absolutely feel more confidence, you'll believe more in yourself. You'll absolutely see that everything that you've done, it wasn't in vain, okay? It wasn't vanity. All that you've done has contributed to the success which you have built. So regardless of measuring the success you would have accumulated, but every step you are taking forward is a step towards success, regardless of feeling like failure short term, right? But it's an absolute step forward. So yeah, as much as you just keep going, you're absolutely gonna get more confident and more confident and more confident the more you make things happen, right? Because confidence is actually, built. You build your confidence. You get confident from implementing stuff and see those stuff work, right? So you're absolutely gonna get more confident, like your confidence will be oozing. The eighth is that modeling is actually a higher rating career. Absolutely. But in order for that to happen, you're gonna have to work a lot, you're gonna have to be exposed to the industry, a lot of times, and then you're gonna have to be famous, which is not easily attainable. But fortunate enough, with our education, you now can become famous, right? And it's our unique value that you offer to our models. A lot of model academies don't do that, but we do that. So fame is good, you know. The last reason is the fact that it results to fame and more opportunities, which I just spoke about right now. So the more you work on yourself, like you build your audience, you get more people to know you, you're gonna make more money, right? Absolutely, you try making you money, and then the jobs on the side of making you money, the brand deals, like, you know, this is a great reason. Absolutely. So I hope you did find value. Watch the next video.